Sat Nam, Namaste, welcome to Lavish Hippie. And today I have my wonderful friend here who I met in yoga class, and she's amazing, and I just fell in love with her. Like, she's like the cutest thing ever.
Thanks!
Introduce yourself.
My name is Dagmara. I blog over on dagmarapastel.com. I am a...
Cutest blog, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So is yours. I have been practicing yoga for about 10 years, but started on my yoga teacher journey about a year ago. Just been in love with the philosophy and how it helps people just become their better version of themselves.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, totally. The philosophy changes your life.
It does. Yoga is so the most wonderful, best thing that could ever happen to anyone. And I believe that whoever needs to love themselves, they need to start with practicing a little bit of yoga, the philosophy, and everything that yoga teaches. It's about self-love, which we're talking about today.
Yes, self-love.
We're going to talk about self-care and taking care of ourselves and what we need to do, what actually self-care looks like, and what it means to us as women, and what it might be a little different for you, but how you need to take care of yourself in order for you to be happy.
Yeah, we definitely want to advocate self-care and self-love. It's such an important part, especially for us women who are such givers and lovers and caretakers. And I think we give away so much energy to others that we need to implement some sort of self-love, self-care routine in order to replenish that energy that we give away.
Yes, and so what does self-care look to you?
So self-care looks to me in a way that I'm doing something positive for myself. Definitely, it's a mindset. It's a kind of like a total package between mind, body, food, nutrition that I take in, but also mind, in a sense, like what I allow to enter my head.
So where we're talking about today about self-care, we're not talking about that you're going to go get your nails done, or you're going to go get a massage, or even though those things are so nice and so good for you, we're talking about, you know, setting some time to really have a relationship with yourself, with your heart, with your body, with your mind. And in order for you to have a relationship with yourself is the only thing that's going to make you happy, and it's going to give you peace of mind, and you need to take care of yourself. And it's very important that you start by, you know, really just loving yourself and setting some time during your day to, you know, to contemplate, to do a little bit of yoga. If you don't do yoga, a little bit of meditation or prayer. I know a lot of people don't really set time to pray, and those are the things that we're talking about today.
I think there's a misconception that self-care or self-love has to be manifested in this grand gesture of going on vacation, doing something huge. It's a huge event, once in a year, and that's it. And we're here to tell you that self-care is really really small steps that you can take throughout the day to feel better about yourself. And it starts with your mind. It starts with how you think about yourself, how you think of others, how you, the self-talk that you have, so the conversation that we have internally with ourselves, how we communicate, how we're praising ourselves. We're often come to other people and say, I love you, you're my best friend, but we never hug ourselves. We never tell ourselves that, I love you, you're my best friend. So I think that it starts with the mindset.
Yes, so talking to yourself and telling yourself good things about yourself, like instead of looking yourself in the mirror and you see this big butt, like, you know, I'm pregnant right now and I see this really big butt, you know, I don't say, oh my god, my butt's so big and so huge. I say, oh, that's a really nice round butt. So I mean, you can start by doing these things that could change it, or it's just really changing your mindset of how you look at yourself and how you tell yourself things, you know, instead of telling yourself you're ugly, and you start telling yourself I'm beautiful. And it's really changing those words that you tell yourself, changing them and using other words that are more uplifting.
Yes.
And empowering yourself.
Yes. A lot of gratefulness, I think, that has to happen as well, like understanding that, oh, I'm grateful to have a healthy body. It doesn't matter the size. I'm grateful. It's perfect the way I am. I am enough. I am complete. Like having this internal conversation with yourself really empowers you. It reminds you that you have a lot more power than you think you have. Especially us as women, we're powerful.
We are so powerful.
We're amazing.
Yes, we are what creates. I mean, we have a womb. We have everything that creates and manifests. I mean, we're the Shaktis.
Yes.
I mean, we're it. We are it.
I know you love I love the word goddess.
Oh yeah, I'm obsessed.
I'm a goddess inside.
No, we are goddesses, and we all have a goddess. The
Yes.
guy has it. We have it. The goddess is all within us, around us, and the female is really coming along, and
Yes.
we're gonna take over the world soon. We are. And
We are.
I'm just waiting for each one of us to really empower each other with our positive thoughts, our positive thinking, and so. No vacation needed, because you don't need a vacation in order for you to, set some time for yourself. And, it's just like taking some alone time to really be by yourself. Go on a walk by yourself. Really spend time by yourself.
Yes, yes. I think sometimes we're afraid of being alone.
Yes,
Right.
I love being alone.
It's such a different dynamic. Oh, now I have to have self-conversations. What am I going to do with myself?
Oh yeah, and that's
Yeah.
that's when we start telling ourselves positive things.
Yes.
Whatever we tell ourselves, everything is being manifested. We are our creators. So if you keep repeating to yourself that you're ugly, it's actually transmuting. People
Yes.
are going to start looking at you like you're ugly. I'm sorry to tell you that, but you are the one that's creating your reality.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
scary. It sounds very, very scary to know that we have that power, but you also have the power to change it.
Yes. Manifesting positive things, manifesting gratefulness, manifesting love. It's all happening. It can all happen to you if you just have the right mindset. So I think mindset is everything.
Yes.
That's where everything starts.
And then we can start by also doing things we love. Like,
Yes. So I think that a lot of us, as we build families, become mothers, friends, we forget sometimes what we truly enjoy. Maybe it is going on a trip, but do we really have to take this elaborate trip in order to have a good time just taking a walk or exploring a new spot in your neighborhood, or going to a museum if you enjoy art? Just taking the time to do something that feeds your soul, that really makes you feel fulfilled and makes you feel whole. I think that's very important. Read a book. Set some time aside to read a book. I think reading is so much more nurturing than just watching a TV show.
It is.
Yeah.
And I tell myself that every day. When that one show comes up, I'm like, okay, I think I need to watch it. But it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. And then I kind of beat myself because I didn't read my chapter or something. But then I go back to knowing that I am still my creator, so I can still change that. In that little time that I did feel a little crappy that I didn't do my work, I go back and set some time to do it. So it's never too late. There's always time, even if it's 9 p.m. and you're like, I'm tired, set time 5 minutes and just sit down in quiet and do a prayer or do a meditation, do a little drawing. I know that I love painting, and I haven't painted it in years, ever since I had my son. And I mean, art was my major. So what I wanted to study was art, and I haven't done it. And I think that the self-care is teaching me a lesson right now that I need to start painting again. Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be, an elaborate project that you do. It can be something like drawing something in a notebook and just start there.
Little steps.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Taking that first little step for self-care is what's important.
Yeah. We also need to touch base about nutrition, because you mentioned
yes.
even if you're in the evening, and you're feeling tired, I think that when we eat healthy foods, preferably vegan.
Yes, we are vegans. Of course we are vegans, right?
Yes. So if you're eating nutritionally full whole foods, that you're just gaining that much more energy, that you feel healthy, you're just more energized, because you don't feel like you have something like a brick sitting in your belly and waiting for it to be digested.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Nutrition is very important, and you have to eat all your veggies and all your fruits. And if you are a meat eater, try to cut down your meat eating. and don't consume so much meat, and just try to consume less. But if you do want to go vegan all the way, we are here to help you. You can reach her. I'll put her email on the website, and you can reach me too. We'll love to help you out. I mean, it's simple. It's something that you can do, and it's so much nurturing for your body. And you see the difference right away when you start really having a relationship with your food, and actually, biting an apple and having a relationship with an apple. Or, every morning I made myself this veggie taco, and I have the relationship with the taco, and I crave it every morning. But it's because I take those steps to really take care of my body and the nutrition that I'm putting inside my body.
I think that becoming a vegan, it might sound kind of weird, but you become more mindful just by becoming vegan, because you're more mindful about, what am I putting in my body? Is this really serving me, or is this something that I'm going to regret later because it has a lot of saturated fat, or it has something that it doesn't really serve me? So I think that just leads sort of into that mindfulness, that you're more aware of your surroundings, you're more aware of what you're eating, you spend the time with your food. It sounds weird, but I think a lot of people don't take the time to sit down at the table, and they scarf their food down in front of the TV. So you don't recognize how much you eat, because you're just so fast and you're distracted by what's going on. And that also creates relationship within your families, where you all sit down and have the opportunity to enjoy the food together.
It's essential. You have to have a relationship with it. I know Ayurveda practices a big thing about not having anything around while you're eating. That you're actually sitting down, and you're actually being mindful when you're eating, and how you're chewing it, and how much you're chewing it, and seeing it swallowing down and coming down, and having that relationship with your food, and not having a book, not having your phone, and not having TV, just focusing on the food. And we don't do that.
No.
None of us do that. I forget sometimes we can do it, but most of the time I do it. But the times I don't, I do realize that, oh wow, I just ate my whole food and I didn't really taste it, and then I want more because I didn't really taste my food. And then I go I had my phone next to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Instagram is addicting,
Right?
I have to say for myself.
So yes, being really mindful while you're eating. Just start consuming more vegetables and more fruits, wholesome stuff. And have you seen the new documentaries? It's Rotten on Netflix.
I saw that. It's in my watch.
Yes, it's really good. It's really good. I recommend people to watch it. And one of the things that we're talking about too was how people just chow down and eat it and stuff.
I think also, a lot of it is that balance that you have at work, because a lot of people, when they at work, they eat by their computer, they don't want to leave, they want to answer that one extra email or complete that project. So it sometimes can be hard, but I think we have to really be conscious of the time we take to eat.
But it's only hard when you become lazy. When you can have healthy snacks around you, like have some celery with some lemon juice on it, in a little bag, have
Carrots.
Carrots, have all those healthy stuff, so you're going to be sitting down for a long time, and you can chew on some vegetables and some fruits, and add some spices to it. I'm Mexican, so we eat everything with hot sauce, lemon, and salt.
I love it.
So it's a lot of salt is pretty bad for you, but we use pink salt, and I add a little bit to it with lemon, and I cut up the celery, and I eat that as a snack. And celery is the most healing herb that you can have for your tummy.
Yes.
It's an herb too. Do you know it's an herb?
No.
Yeah, it's not a vegetable, it's an herb.
No, I learned something.
It's so big. Anyways.
Do you eat the green stuff at the top too?
I do, and I put lemon and salt, and I chew it, and I'm not a peanut butter fan. Because a lot of people do peanut butter.
Yeah,
I don't like it. Anyway, so
I think one more thing we need to mention is the relationship with our bodies.
Yes.
Because
you're
you
so
mentioned
good with memory.
you mentioned earlier how getting a pedicure or getting a manicure, that doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
And what we mean by that is that just take your time to explore your body. Take the time to massage your feet, to put really nice rose oil on your hands. I just love how it smells, and I love how the smell develops, and just grabbing it in and just taking a few minutes, like look at your hands, look at your cuticles, just like really enjoy the interaction that you have with your body,
Yes.
your joints.
So taking care of your mind, and taking care of your mind is having a better relationship with your food, and taking care of your body by really loving your body, no matter how it looks, and having a relationship with your body as well.
Yeah.
So 3 relationships right there is yourself, your mind, and your body. And having those 3 relationships, then your spirituality just comes naturally. You are just much happier, much more grateful, much more. You're able to be more of who you truly are, and you're able to really just truly love and be more compassionate to others and yourself and everyone.
Yes. I think that's a huge aspect, compassion.
Yes.
I always say, like, yoga taught me how to be compassionate with myself so I can be compassionate with everybody else.
Yes, yoga is amazing.
Yeah.
You also do private classes at home, right? So she does, if you live in Northern Virginia, you can find her, and I will put her website and stuff. You can find her, and she does private yoga classes. And you know that I teach Kundalini yoga, and I soon will have my certification for the
And you're a health
yoga.
coach.
I'm also a health coach, but I won't be teaching any vinyasa or hatha or anything like that, not just yet. Give me maybe like a year to have a relationship with myself and the asanas, and then I think I will start teaching. But Kundalini yoga is definitely my heart. Anyways, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
I will put her stuff in there, and I'm really grateful for her for finding her as a friend now. I do consider you a friend now.
Thank you. Same
and this is really nice. And thank you guys. Make sure you go into my website, lavishhippie.com. And what was your website again?
Just my name, Dagmara Pastel.com.
Go to her website, and thank you. Sat Nam, Namaste, Namaha.
Om Shanti Om Shanti Om.